We got Taz Taylor, man, Internet Money. It's Joey Franchise here. Oh, God. Let me just say, dog, I just came from Puerto Rico, and Before the Storm was legit the soundtrack for that entire weekend that I was there. So thank you for that.
Appreciate it, man. That means a lot. I have no idea.
Made some amazing memories to a lot of songs off that album. For real.
I love it.
My girl loves Lemonade, by the way. I never really grasped like the entire vibe until she played it on repeat she was like cleaning the house one day, and I'm walking in and I'm just like, why, like, this sounds familiar. I know I've heard this song before. She's like, yeah, it's this Internet Money, Don Toliver, Nav, and Gunna. And I'm just like, yo, why have I never banged this like as much as I should be right now? And It's legit my favorite song. I'm happy we're playing it on the radio, and salute to you for going platinum, bro.
Thank you, man. It means a lot for real, man. You know, like you said, Florida love. We in the building.
For sure, man. It's been a lot going on since we last connected when we was over in bar with Tyler Yahweh and them. So
right. Yeah, I remember. That's a fact.
So tell me, how hard was it making this album, man? Because I isn't popping right now together and on these records. Was it a tough, situation to kind of get them, to send verses in or in the studio, what have you?
Nah, because Corona, everybody's like willing to work right now, you know what I mean? Because they're not touring. There's not a whole lot else going on. So it's just a lot of like people trying to be productive and have stuff open for whenever Corona opens up. You know what I mean? People have stuff to go perform and play. So a lot of people are just open and willing to work and willing to like down to collaborate, whatever it is that I need. You know what I mean?
No doubt. And, you having a musical background, actually, are these guitar riffs on Lemonade, is that you?
Nah, it's not me playing guitar. It's my producer, Alec Wigdaw.
Okay.
I wrote Lemonade with Jazzy and Johnny Yukon 2017. Don did his version of it in 2018. Found out about it in 2020, and then we went and reproduced it. And I had my boy Alec Wigdaw play guitar on it, do the whole thing. But yeah, man, classic vibes. Some real like Red Hot Chili Pepper type guitar vibes. Like it's a good vibe for sure.
Very well executed, my guy. And also, like, Don Toliver has an infectiously amazing voice already, and I just felt like y'all added, I don't know what y'all sprinkled in that record that just makes it hit, like really hit the heart.
Yeah, man, it's just a formula, man. It's a good record. It's a good chord progression. It's up tempo. People could dance to it. It has like the hit moments for like TikToks and everything like that, like going viral and trending. So it's just like an overall good record. It gets catchy, stuck in your head. One of the best hooks of the year.
And now, did you guys get the verse? Did you originally have Roddy Ricch in mind before the remix had came out? Or was that something that Roddy's like, yo, I need to get on this. Like, y'all can make some room for me?
I wanted Roddy to be on the original, but I just couldn't get a hold of him at the time. Like, I don't know if he was just like taking a vacation or whatever. But at the time I needed it out, I couldn't get it done. And whenever they said, yo, you could do a remix or you want to do a remix, I was like, you know what, I will do a remix. So I was like, I want to put Roddy on it. So I reached out to Roddy. He responds like, man, I'm in Mexico, like just vibing, doing whatever, working. This is like my favorite song out here right now. So he's like, I love to do it. He came back to LA. We got in the studio the next night. He cut it. And, here we are.
That's cool. And, and you gave Don Toliver, you let him get some on that remix too, which was really dope. Another record though that stood out too to me was Blast Off with Trippy and Juice. Yeah. Tell me what it's like. Was there getting that Juice verse? Was that a previous one that, y'all had in the can somewhere? How did that come about?
Yeah. So I was kind of like whenever I did my label deal with 10K, that's where Trippy is. I did my label venture there. I kind of got close with Trippy over that time. And whenever I put out the Somebody record with Tekka and A Boogie, like people were like, yo, when you drop an album, reality, like I wasn't even album mode, so I wasn't even like taking records or trying to keep records. And Trippy gave me that record, I think like 4 days before Juice passed or something. And like I was working on a version to send to like Juice's camp and everything because him and Juice did that record, but the beat got sold or something happened originally. So he's like, yo, if you want to reproduce this or whatever, you can have it. And I was just like, all right, better. I did it. So we went and reproduced it, everything, and then that happened. So it just was on ice for a while. And then, Juice's team, so shout out Bibby and everybody. And they were just like really receptive of the record and really cool with it. And they just understood how much it meant to us. Like it's kind of like closing the chapter on like a book, you know what I mean? Like it just means a lot. I know it means a lot to DT. It means a lot to Nick, and just like for us to kind of like tell the story of Juice and Earn Up Money like on our album and doing that whenever like we gave him Lucid Dreams and All Girls Are the
Right.
Same. These records like it's like beautiful in a way. You know what I mean? It means a lot to all of us.
No, it was definitely a great tribute, man, and y'all definitely did right by him on that record. Now too with the album. Now you say you weren't even in album mode. Like this wasn't. When did it become a thing where, then we got enough stuff to put out? And
Man,
how do you pick the records?
man,
You got to put out
honestly,
so much good stuff.
yeah. It was June, so June this year, right? And I was just like, man, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little influenced, like with a little bit of drinking weed, whatever, smoking drink, whatever
It'd
you
be
want
like that.
to be like that. And then I was just like, you know what? Why haven't we put out an album? Like, what is this? So I literally the next day I reached out to my publisher. I was like, yo, like I'm doing an album. So if there's any songs that I've done over time that you remember that you really like the hooks, whatever, let's start on them. He's like, what about Lemonade? I'm like, yeah, what about Lemonade? He's like, Don cut it, right? I'm like, nah, I didn't know. And he sent me the Don version that's like 2 years old. And I was like, well, give me the acapella. And then I took the acapella with just Don and we just remade it. You know what I mean? And then from that moment, whenever we played the guitar with Don's acapella going and you just hear the guitar going, that's why I was
Yeah.
like, man, like it's album time. Like we're here. Like this is the song. This is the one. You know what I mean?
So Lemonade just set it off. It was like, yeah, we
Lemonade
gotta
set
we
it
gotta
off.
do this.
Yep. And then the momentum from Lemonade, I'm like, hey man, I feel invincible right now. Like the first song I made for my album, this song's a hit. So I was like, let's keep going. Like let's go get Blast Off. Let's go get whatever. And we just started putting plays together and they just started coming in.
And that's cool, man. And the dope thing about the album, and I feel like, the fact that it's getting the notoriety that it deserves, and with the internet money being as big as it is right now, and definitely holding it down as far as like the new, how do you say, like the super producer group.
Yeah.
It was dope for you to showcase a lot of that new talent that is definitely on the rise and got a wave going on right now. You got freshman 24K Golden. You got Ian Dior, who I'm a big fan of. The Kid
Yeah.
Leroy, who I'm also a fan of. Even how even the way you set the tone in the beginning with Ty Fontaine, like
Yeah.
what was the process? You kept it within this generation.
I think we just wanted to mix it up and do half and half. Like artists that really inspired us and was really a part of the thing, like Juice and all that. And then you have Ian, which is a part of our story. Like we brought and signed Ian out of Corpus Christi, Texas, built him up, do all that. And Golden, like like we've been around Golden for a while. Whenever he was like just a songwriter and like obviously still an artist like doing that, but he like kind of like started off in LA as a songwriter. So we just been around with him for a long time, been working with him, and it's just good to see them obviously go off and go do their own things and see them succeed. But I think it's just a good time to be affiliated with Internet Money right now. You know what I mean? Like everything we kind of get close to goes up. It's just like a good luck charm thing, man.
Deadass. How do you keep the good beats to yourself? I remember Kanye used to do a rap where he's like, "Why did Kanye keep all the good beats to himself?" Does Internet keep the good beats to themselves? Because I know you guys worked on NBA YoungBoy's recent project as well as many others. How do you dictate which beats goes where?
Man, honestly, I have 53 producers, and one producer makes like 300 to 400 beats a month. So
Jesus.
as you can imagine, times what 40. And I got like 11 artists, so it's like the cream rises to the top, man. Like the good stuff is gonna come out, and it's gonna go wherever it is. Like I'm fairly confident I have the best producers in the game and the best mindset in the game. Like I could get in and craft a record out of anything. So it's not like people are making beats. I'm like, oh, we need to save this. Like we gotta get someone on this. It's just like we'll do sessions with artists and we'll play them 400 beats, and they'll pick one. We're like, all right, bet, let's go off this vibe. This is the one. You know what I mean? And that'll be they set the tone, and we match it from there.
Now with Lemonade being popping and platinum and all that right now, obviously the phone's ringing and everybody wants a record from you guys. Is there anybody in specific that I know you can't let too much out the bag, but is there anybody in specific that you look forward to working with?
Kanye, Travis Scott, like we did a lot of work with Cactus on the Don Toliver being on the song. Like we worked closely with Sycamore and all them boys. Post Malone, and Drake, obviously. Like I'm just trying to go big this next album. Like as I said, you seen the half and half. Okay, well, I kind of gave the artists that we like a spotlight. This next one's gonna be more so like us just in our bag. Like, all right, bet we're gonna put these songs together and we're gonna do every song like how we did Lemonade. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be like, yo, let's give this kid a look. It's gonna be like, yo, let's just go make a hit. let's do 17 hits. Let's do 20 hits. Why not? You know what I mean?
That ass. And you mentioned Drake. I know you guys worked on Blue Tent for Scorpion. Can we expect something from y'all on the Certified Lover Boy?
I don't honestly, bro. We didn't even know we were on Scorpion. Like
Dead
everything.
ass?
Nah, we had no idea. So like everything that happens is just like really held under wraps. You know what I mean? And if it comes out and we're on there, like through a loop or sample or whatever, hey, that'd be amazing. But as of right now, I haven't heard if we're on there, and I don't know.
We're just gonna be we're all gonna be surprised.
Yeah, every day something else happens, man. It's just a simulation at this point.
That's dope. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, the way you guys work is insane, man. Stuff just be landing anywhere at this point.
And we just make the most of it, man, for sure.
Just as long as the check clear, we straight.
As long as it's clear, you know what I mean? As long as it's clear.
So, lastly, how much records are left over? Is there enough records left over from this previous album that can go on a whole another one?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, there was a bunch of records that were left over because like people were in the middle of their rollouts and stuff like that, so they didn't want like a big record dropping on our album the minute they're about to drop a whole album. Just like those type of politics, you know what I mean? So we definitely have a bunch of records left over. I'm kind of giving a couple out to like some of the people that, you know, like fuck with me and inspire me, like just passing out records to big producers or DJs or whatever. But yeah, man, just keeping a couple of them, putting a couple on the thing, and then just starting from scratch, doing some new shit for the next album.
Copy that, man. Can't wait for the next one, man. We're going to keep bumping that Before the Storm. Of course, Lemonade, we rocking that over here on the radio. So, man, just salute to you and everything you got going on. Keep putting on.
Yeah, appreciate it, my boy Joey, man. Whenever we out there, when I'm back in town.
Yo, hit me, bro.